Good evening. How is everyone? So, today's episode will be a light conversation about entertainment and what is it like and what my weekends are like. I got an email asking about, so what do you do on the weekend when you are not at work? What is that like? What's your downtime like? And so today I thought I would just bring a few nuggets of what my weekends look like. I will just say that Bangkok is a big old city, and so it's like any other city. There's a ton of things to do if you want to do that. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can just chill. So, before I get into all of that and that conversation, which I'm excited to share, I even put some photos in and a few videos in, just a few. I want to introduce you into the channel. So, hi, I'm Dr. Davia. If you don't know, this is a space for successful women of color who are trying to balance work life balance, wellness, and wine. And I'm excited because this weekend I am finally going to a wine bar. So, next weekend I will have some content for you. But anyway, if this is your first time here, please, please, please hit the like button, subscribe. Glad you made it here. And if you are returning, I'm so happy to see you. I'm really trying to get back to a regular schedule. Clearly, it's not going to be at 8 o'clock because I got to get to work. It will be 7:30, so glad to have you. If you, again, are new here, glad that you're here. And let me see who is in the space with me. Wendy, want to see the brunch spots? I bet. I bet you do. There are so many. I'm actually going to a brunch. I go to a lot of brunches, but I'm going to a brunch this weekend. Oh, I never thought about sharing the menu. Okay, I have to take some pictures of the menu. I never even thought about that, but I will do that next time. Hi, Marley. Thank you, sis. She's always here. I appreciate you. And actually, when Marley and I were talking, we talk all the time, she gave me, the idea of, well, what are you gonna, well, I said to her, what should I talk about? She was like, you have a ton of things to talk about, Mom. So we'll see. Yes. I sure am. Hopefully on Friday night. So we will see. Yes, menu pics is a great idea. So I will absolutely take pictures of the menu. One of the things that I notice is that there's always a Western menu and then there's a Thai menu. And so you get the best of both worlds and you will see those prices and you will be like, wow, those are some good prices. So I'm excited for that. All right. So I know that you all know at this point that Bangkok is really known for a lot of its temples, a lot of the cultural aspects of the city, and also for the food. But when I tell you it's an entertainment spot, you want to hang, you can hang. If you want to go to the museums, they actually don't have as many museums as you would think for a city this big, but they do have entertainment, they do have the movies. And when I tell you that the movies are a little bit off the chain, I haven't gone to one, but I hear that they have movies that are full on queen size beds and you get, I can't wait to videotape that and go and see, but basically it's a bed with a blanket you get, and you get your popcorn and you get snacks. And I think they said you can get headphones if you want that full effect. So I don't know, but I know they have it. There's bowling. They love karaoke. There's karaoke almost at every little spot. And it's just a good time. So I have been using my weekends mostly to do like regular weekend stuff. Wash your clothes, get ready for the week, go grocery shopping, things like that. But when I'm not doing that, there are so many cafes and restaurants, and they serve brunch all day. There are places that absolutely um, understand that there are folks here who like bacon, eggs, potatoes, just the regular Western with the red bean. I'm sorry, with beans. They do a British breakfast. And then they have a little Thai twist to it. So you can get avocado toast, but you also can have mango sticky rice. So it's a little bit crazy. I want to show you, this is one of my brunch crews. This is a little shout out to Adventures While Black. This is a group that organizes once a month brunch activities and all kinds of activities. They do a wind down Wednesday. They do, we have a first Sunday brunch. So every first Sunday of the month, there's a brunch. This will be my first time actually being in Bangkok, going to that. When I first visited Bangkok, they had an Afrobeats party, and I was able to stop by and meet Keely and her husband Peace. They are the ones who organize it, and all of the folks who are either visiting, and when I say folks, all of the melanated folks and friends who are visiting Bangkok find out about their different activities either on Instagram or through Facebook, and you gotta see how it's just black joy in there. Everyone's so happy to be with each other. They're talking and eating. And this is at a place called Tony's, and Tony's is in Nana. So Nana is its own particular area of the city that many people know about, but they offer up their space, and we're there with everyone else, and so there's a good old vibe in there. So I'm going to give you a taste of what it sounds like when we're all together at brunch in Bangkok. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it. Well, you can see it, so you know what's going on. Yes, there's a little line dance happening, and that is everybody in the space just jamming and having a good time. And if you know we're going to get together, you know we're going to do a little line dance. So there are different DJs, and when I tell you it's a good time, we have a good time. And so it makes me feel a little bit at home to like see that. And it also is just nice to be able to get together and just come together and kind of hang out. So yeah. Oh yes, I will go to the movies. I don't know if I will go to the bed one, because that sounds like I'm just going to sleep. That does not sound like I should pay for that, but we'll see. I think that's a special one. The regular cinemas have like an IMAX theater, supersedes, laid back, great sound, and subtitles. The movies are usually in English, and you can choose that. Oh yes, yeah, no, you probably would love that venue. So I'm definitely going to go and see. Well, hello, Sister Beryl. Good to see you. Glad to see you here. Yes, it's a good time. So the next thing I want to share is that you can, if you are into sports, and I actually didn't realize how much of a little bit of a sports head I am, partly because that is my husband's business, so he has been in it for a long time, but partly because I really do enjoy, I enjoy sports, and I love to watch my tennis. I mean, I mostly like to watch tennis. I do like the WNBA, and I like a little football here and there, and so I was looking for a sports bar because I wanted to see the game that my husband was doing this past Sunday. He was working in Ireland doing the Pittsburgh Steelers game. And so I was like, where am I going to see this game? And so I was asking a few folks, where do they normally go? Many people do have sports packages. I do have TV, and I do have Netflix and Apple TV, but I do not have a sports package. So I definitely have to figure that out. But because Bangkok is such an international city, you can find all kinds of sports on. You can find English Premier League, soccer, you can find NBA, you can find Formula One. They do a lot of cycling, there's rugby, you can find it all. And so back to the Nana area I went. There's probably other places, but that's where I know. And there's an entire strip of sports events, sports bars that play different things, different shows. So the first place I went was playing tennis, so I sat there for a while. But then I realized they were not, it was getting closer to 8:30, and they were not moving on to the football, to American football. So I went next door. And what was crazy about that place is in the front part of the venue, they were all watching Premier League. I think they were watching the Arsenal match, and they were just, everyone was like cheering. And then you turn the little corner, and the second half of the bar was all American football, and then they had some pool tables. So I was like, oh, well, this is going to be crazy. You were watching one thing, but you're hearing the sounds of the other thing. So it was a good time. I again, cannot complain at all. This is just a picture of, they have huge screens, and I mean huge, like taking up the wall. It was a good time. And there were some people there who were just playing pool. As you can see, there's a pool table down here. There are long seating area, like cafeteria style, and you just kind of sit. You can get your dinner there. You could have your meal. They had all kinds of drinks. Again, good time. So, oh yeah, Nick says, don't blame your husband. Yeah, I have to blame you, because where's I supposed to see this at, right? I have no idea. Nana is sketch. Listen, it all depends on who you talk to. It is an area that probably I wouldn't be going to if I was just by myself. But when you have a reason to be in the area, you can go ahead to the area, and it's a good time. Nobody is messing with you. If you're not interested in doing some of the other things that are happening there, then you ain't got to worry about it. Hello, hi, so good to see you. Glad you made it. Yes, so a good time was had. I actually had, this is going to sound crazy, I decided that I was going with the Western menu, and I was going to have a burger. I, of course, deconstructed my burger because I can't have the bun because that's too many calories, so I took that off. But it was an Australian beef burger, grass-fed, and it actually, you could taste the grass. You could taste how fresh and organic it was. And I was like, ooh, this is interesting. And I decided to pass on the French fries. Bad idea, because I add coleslaw. It was just not good, so I sent that back. But overall, I had a wonderful time. And that is another thing that people do on the weekend. Not only do they go to the sports bar for the sports, but in the evening, some of these sports bars stay open at midnight and also at 2 a.m. because the time difference is so crazy. They're just up because people are up. You can even go in at 7 a.m., right? Because that, depending on where the game is, that's 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. somewhere on the East Coast. And folks are starting at 7, 8 a.m. having a full meal, breakfast, with a pint. And I'm just like, I can't do that. So anyway, that was really fun. The next thing that I have to share, which was not in Bangkok proper, but was just, I was surprised by is that there's a lot of custom cars, custom vans, custom tuk-tuks. They have disco lights. They are often used for like parties or for like a wild night out or like a girls hang or even a bachelorette hang. And so I was being picked up from the airport, and I got a custom disco van. And I was like, what is going on with this little party van? And so when I tell you this is an 80s moment, mind you, this is a regular van that had around 4 rows. It was just me. He asked me if I wanted to plug my music in. Lights were on. And I just was like, is this really happening? I am in this entire 80s cool out van. But we had a good time. And I had an hour drive in this glammed out party van. And so I did not realize that people rent these. I didn't realize that it's a thing here. But I was told that because I asked the driver, I said, is this the normal van? And he goes, yes, people love to hire us. And it also had a bar in there and just takes you out for a tour. I clearly was just going from the airport to the hotel, but thought, well, this was interesting. So let me throw this in because it's so totally different. The idea of a party van, or he called it a disco minivan. And when we were in Phuket, there are tuk-tuks that are also fully glammed out with lights and music blasting, and it's good music. It's not anything that you would not be familiar with. So it's a good time. And then finally, I decided to just throw in a picture of me and my cousin and my Thai friend now. She's a colleague with me, but there is a brother who is from Atlanta who has opened up 2 cafes here, and he serves, I really should have taken a picture of those we had lemon pepper chicken, but he serves like roti, and he serves Caribbean food and he serves Southern food. So chicken and waffles, he serves shrimp and grits, off the chain. And so I was able to invite Now to come and hang out with me and my cousin, and the place was beautiful. And I'm just going to give you a snippet of the surprise that was in there while we were there.
You live here for a while?
Yeah, so that was a surprise. While we were there eating dinner, this brother came in and he was the entertainment for the evening. And so a lot of those things happen just serendipitously. You're in a spot and there'll be a live band all of a sudden. First you're just having a meal, and then there's music, and there are musicians everywhere, entertainment. And that was so nice. I really was shocked by that. And the place is gorgeous. Not a lot of people, as you could see. That was a Thursday night. But usually he has networking nights. He has themed nights. And you can just come by and enjoy the meal. They have a full bar and a ton of servers. And so if you want to find something to get into over the weekend here, actually, I won't even say over the weekend, any day of the week, Bangkok is buzzing. It absolutely is buzzing. Yes, this place was gorgeous. Gorgeous. There's an upstairs, there's a private room, and then he has a cafe. So definitely worth having an opportunity to visit and to just kind of hang out. So that was just a little taste of how I spend my weekends. That's a little bit of the entertainment, a little bit of the nightlife. There's brunch, there's sports bars, there are malls that are off the chain. That's where a lot of time is spent. There's so many malls. I haven't even begun to videotape. I go in, I get overwhelmed. There's so many stores, but I definitely want to capture a little bit of that. That was just a glimpse of what's the city like and what my weekend's like. So I don't know if anybody has questions or if you have any comments, but if you think people are interested in just getting a taste of Bangkok, share this video with them. Please hit the likes. Please drop a comment. I'm trying to grow my subscribers and come back because it's a good time. And I'm having a good time, missing my family, but having a great time. So it's good to see everyone. Glad you were here. I'll give you a cheers. Yeah. Let me see, Beryl. Yes. Oh, yay. Come on. There are lots of things to do. Bring your walking shoes because you will be walking for sure. And there's just so much. There are cafes. There are just neighborhoods that you can just wander around. I tend to just pick an area, get off the train, and just kind of wander in the area, find a cafe, sit down. My wandering partner is not here with me, so I'm not doing nearly as much as I would, but when folks make a visit in the spring, you'll have a lot of little places that you want to check out with me. Hopefully I would have visited enough places so that we're not just exploring together, but either way, it's a good time. It's a good time. So thank you all just for stopping by, and I will see you next week. Cheers. And remember not to be doing all the things, balancing that work and that life. That's what this is about, playing much harder than we are working. Cheers. Yes, Beryl, make sure those Stan Smiths are ready. Ready. All right. Have a good one, everyone. Oh, hey, Michelle. Yes, it was great seeing you. So interesting. So glad I was able to make it. I'm glad that you were able to make it. Yes, cheers to you also. Usually I'd have wine, but it is early in the morning, so it is fresh pineapples, and lemon for me at this hour, at this point. All right. Have a good one, everyone.